It's time for the latest tea on Shangela. Ugh, I kind of hate this story, but we had to tell it, all right? So Shangela, a.k.a. Darius Jeremy, DJ Pierce. Shangela's been soaring high with gigs in TV and film and even co-hosting We're Here. She's actually going to come down the street to Dania Beach here in South Florida coming up. But there's some serious drama brewing. Reports have been swirling since 2023 about Pierce's alleged predatory behavior, and now Rolling Stone is spilling all the deets. In a recent expose, they've uncovered disturbing allegations from 5 sources claiming that Shangela sexually assaulted them or tried to. The victims shared chilling, similar stories, and they're speaking out despite fears of backlash from anti-drag agendas. Looks like the drama's far from over and just begun. What are we all talking about? I know!
I have been afraid of this conversation and this story for since I read it.
Yeah, since the rumor mill started, because people have been talking about this for a while, you know.
But lately, it has really garnered a lot of
attention,
substantial
backing.
Yeah,
like fucking Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
like Rolling Stones is not.
That's scary, and I'm just like, people, we really have to do better, honestly, when it comes down to, because, you know, we get into these positions, and as we ascend with positions and titles and things of that nature, we get a little, sometimes, you know, careless, and that's where comfortable with certain things, and you have to remember your boundaries, people. Like,
listen, and you know, you have certain people around you that are yes people, right? They're people that make you feel good, that tell you that your shit don't stink, all that kind of fun stuff, right? And they reinforce your bad behavior. They're not doing you any good. And those people still have their own mouths and their own breathing that they're gonna tell your freaking story to somebody else. And turn their back on you. Because that's how people are.
You have to be very careful, especially in our community.
But then
you know how our community gets down.
Okay, but that's why that line is so blurred, Jamal. Do you understand? Like, you know, you go out, boys are sexually assaulted every day, and they just continue with their day like nothing happened, and they'll be like.
This is why boundaries are important and awareness is important, even when you go inside. Like, when I go out to certain events and things, I am always aware and I'm always keeping up my boundaries, and I'm always like, this is not going to happen like this. It's just important to have that intentionality when you step out, and on both sides.
Yeah, no, and it's uncomfortable to talk about. You know?
But it needs to be.
But it needs to be uncomfortable. And it's a conversation that needs to be had. You know, I love Lizzo, right? And when all the stuff came out about her, I'm like, you know, again, totally different, not in our community, blah, blah.
Her lines were completely, she stepped over the line of employer-employee relationship. Like, girl, if I employed you, I am not going out to a sex club with you or strippers and touching and drinking. No!
Yeah,
we are not friends like that.
We're not friends like that.
No, I'm paying you to do a certain, after that, that's it. That is it.
Look, you know, we both know.
No. That's where the boundaries need to come in.
We both know plenty of performers, dancers, backup dancers. Okay,
plenty
that do amazing things and work behind amazing drag queens and stars and stuff like that, and then the person will get too comfortable. Maybe that's what happened with Shangela. You know, they got too comfortable and they crossed the line, and it's just fucking sad because, like, I really like her.
Everybody
you know, as a
does.
Personality, as a drag queen,
but I don't like the bad behavior. I'm sorry.
No,
I do not like this bad behavior.
And it has 5 people.
5. That's a lot.
And that means that there's
more.
One
is too many.
One is too many. And if you have 5 with collaborating stories, kid, like it's. Yeah.
And from a person who is also a thriver of sexual assault, I
know.
No, this is not good news.
I know it's not good news.
And she's coming here to perform.
She is Dania Beach. She's at the Improv. Yeah. Well, we'll keep tuned with this story and find out what else happens. I mean, you know,
I pray for the best, but I also pray for accountability because I stand on accountability as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, listen, accountability is important. That next person might not be assaulted because of that, And it's too prevalent with you boys, Jamal. It's way too prevalent. And it's understood. Boys cross the line with each other all the time.
All the time. Because we have to remember that, gay men, no matter with all the drag and the effeminate and the da-da-da, we're still men at the end of the day. We are still men. When it comes down to it, I had to remind one of my friends that at the beach the other day, she was like, you guys just have, and I was like, you have to remember, we're still men.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, we are still men. We still operate in a very primal state sometimes.
Carnal kind of way.
Carnal energy. So, and you have to keep that energy in check sometimes. Well, no, a lot of times, because I know it ain't easy.
Yeah. Do you remember when the Me Too movement came out and everybody really started talking about, Jeffrey Epstein and all these crazy, horrible men in Hollywood and Cosby and all this kind of crazy shit? I see that happening in our community. Not now, not for a while, but there will be a moment where the wrong person will be sexually assaulted and they'll be out and proud and they'll be like, that's it. Me Too gay or gay Me Too or something. It's going to happen. Yeah. Because you don't deserve that either.
No.
I know young kids, that drink a little bit too much, are around older people, right? They're 21 and over, but things happen and then they don't know how to come back from that. And those older people continue with their lives like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll keep on the story. I don't even know. I mean, again, Shangela is one of our favorites. I hope that it's all not true, but if it is, like Jamal said, accountability needs to happen.